Hi, it's Chris Rue here, and I'm really looking forward to helping you become the leader you want to be. So today I want to give you a simple 5-point technique to help you deliver leadership focus in getting your strategies to become successful actions. I wonder if you've experienced this in the past. You want to start a new initiative. It could be a new project or a product, or even starting a new company. You come up with a strategy you'd like to implement to achieve this, and you roll it out. After 3 months, you notice that you're not achieving your goals in the manner that you certainly expected to. The initiative is not working, and you are at something of a loss to understand why. You recall that you set people up at the start and you told them why you wanted to do it and what they needed to do and let them get on with it. Now, 3 months later, you are looking at timelines showing you are way off where you thought you would be. What's that all about? So, as our strategy to action maestro Mark would say, the failure of projects or initiatives is often not down to the failure of strategy, but rather a failure of execution. So let's dig a little deeper here. You start to ask people about what is happening and start to hear comments around, well, I did my bit, but I'm not sure where it fits in the plan. Or, I was really up for it at the start, but I had some concerns which no one really listened to, so I kind of got pulled back and distracted into other stuff. Sorry about that. Or even, well, we got so far, but I had to wait for a decision on supply of some essential parts which I needed. That just didn't happen. I knew what I needed and where to get it, but I wasn't able to move forward. So I'm just waiting for that decision. I can't do anything. What do these elements have in common? A lack of local autonomy, perhaps, and the ability to understand exactly where they are in the plan. This is one of the problems of top-down or hierarchical leadership, that leadership focus is often left in the hands of one person. And in the worst case scenarios, followers are made to feel like wheelbarrows. Without the ability to do for themselves, they go as far as they can until they're put down and won't go any further until they're picked up again, with all the resources and energy stuck in the barrow. Here lies a kernel of learning for us. How can we as leaders help our people really understand their personal role and purpose in the delivery of your initiative? If you can tap into their personal energy and motivation relating to your initiative, you are far more likely to get full engagement with the overall strategy, as well as alignment of their actions with the purpose. So, in considering strategy to action, we should look at a methodology that can be used to help people fully engage with their part in the plan. Part of the thinking here is illustrated by the attempts by a number of next-generation organizations to create an environment and access to information that enables people at any level to consider themselves a mini business within a business. This allows them to operate as if they have their own P&L, where they can put forward their own return on investment justifications for new initiatives as and when they wish. An example of this is Morningstar, where they created some years ago a financial system so straightforward that anybody could build up their own cost assessments of applying an initiative that they wanted within the business. Another example on the grander scale, even than Morningstar, is Equinor. They used to be known as Statoil, 22,000 strong company. They turned the principle of top-down strategy implementation using the principles of balanced scorecard on its head and now build their strategy from the bottom up, providing a local business plan-like template that each area of the business can choose to use if they wish, in order to submit their recommendations and suggestions for their part of the business going forward. The collation of those individual plans then builds up to a cohesive strategy that the organisation can apply while retaining the flexibility of being able to locally sense and respond to new or differing opportunities and challenges. The key here is that individuals are now involved in the shaping of the plan, and the organisation is building the flexibility to allow them to do that. And hence they can get engaged in the debate and in the provision of the solution. This is not an abdication of responsibility, but more an extension of evaluation in order to come up with a better plan. Well, that's all very well, Chris, I hear you say, but what specifically should I do to engage them? Well, here is a 5-point plan. Number 1, get really clear on your purpose for the team or group or organisation to ensure that everyone is on board and understands it. Then within your team, point 2, get really clear on the core activities required to deliver that purpose. Number 3, agree on the key focus of the attention for the team in the absence of any direction from any leader, such that your activities should be working to support this main action. This is sometimes referred to as the main effort. What does that mean? It means that when the boss is away and someone asks you for a decision, you have 2 reference points, your overall purpose and your main effort, to help guide you to be able to make a local decision right there. Point 4, build your headline milestones together as a group, as a team. Do this at a meeting with a collaboration exercise. With all the colleagues in the room, you're able to actually jointly see where you impact each other and come to a collective decision. Have everyone look at each other's outline activities. Share them back with the group so that everyone can see how and where each person is dependent on the other within the team. What's the lesson of this conversation? If you have a planning tool, an upcoming strategy review, for example, a desire to change a part of your business, rather than sitting in splendid isolation, feeling the burden of the strategic challenge ahead yourself as the leader, involve your colleagues. Decide how you can involve as many people as possible in consideration of this opportunity. Notice also that this may be a cause for you to think, before we get started, is everyone clear on our shared purpose? This should be the overriding concept heading up your strategic review. And going back to the Morning Star example, do they have access to the information they need in their area to be able to make a position, to have a view and make some recommendations? So you can see that as a leader there's plenty to do to set the ground in order to really engage people around this new idea. And it requires more leadership energy and thinking, but the payback you will receive is so worth it. Please note that in doing this you don't disappear from the equation. This does not even deny you the opportunity to veto, but what it does offer is the opportunity for others to be heard, new ideas to be aired, and for the sake of perhaps a day or so's time, you can come up with a far stronger plan that everyone can get engaged with and, crucially, understand their own responsibilities and actions in delivering that plan. In so doing, they are able to deliver strategy to action, even in your absence. If you want to know more about specific methodologies in this area, then please let us know and we can introduce you to Mark, our Strategy to Action Maestro. So let me know how you get on with it. I'd love to hear how it works for you. If you found this helpful and would like to learn more about this technique or other leadership tips and techniques, then do click the link below to get to my free leadership training to be found on chrisrue.com, where I'm sharing a few of my tools and techniques I've picked up over the years that will enable you to become a more resilient and effective leader. In the meantime, let me thank you again for watching. I wish you luck going forward, and allowing me to help you be the leader that you want to be. Bye for now.